Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman, and today's Batman Beyond episode is Disappearing Ink. And goddamn, it is hot. It is so hot. So if you hear a fan, it's because it's so fucking hot. This heat wave, I'm a fat guy. This ain't cutting it. Anyway, back to the episode. This is a terrible idea for concealing my identity because this thing gets fucking warm. But oh well. So it starts off. You're at this cryogenic laboratory, and some guy is he's like a low level employee, and I guess he's responsible for maintenance, and he is infatuated with Ink. He talks to her all the time, keeping in mind she is completely frozen solid, but he has like full on discussions with her, and he's very smitten with her, which is funny because she's not even in her like human form. She's in her like scary, just like her face has one big white dot on it. I mean, you can tell she has curves. I mean, she has the curves of a woman with breasts and an ass, but I guess that's all he needs. So he gets called by his manager for something because he was just complaining about how he asked for a raise but didn't get it, and now he's telling her, oh, maybe he changed his mind, and then he like approaches the chamber and kisses her like where the lips should kind of be. Keep in mind, she is frozen solid, and she can't do anything. So I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So when he gets there, the manager's like, hey, look at the security tape I just found of you, and it showed like the exact same clip of him kissing her, and he's like, yeah, I don't need a fucking lunatic working here. You're fired. Which I'm just like, what was he originally called in for? Because if he didn't kiss him, what would he have called him in for? Would he have been like, "Gotcha, get the fuck out"? But anyway, he loses his job and he packs up. And the next couple days later, he goes back to the lab and turns off the power, thereby having Ink melt. So Ink's out and she's running amok, and Batman's called to the scene, and he takes the cryo gun with him, but so she takes a bunch of hostages, and then she agrees to let them all go, and then Batman, he has like a kind of like some kind of I don't know, some kind of detection thing on him, and he notices one of the hostages is Ink, because like the hostage, he's like all in black, so he's like, oh shit, that's Ink. So he tackles him, and one of the cops, he like fights him back, and he's like, "What? No, you fucking idiots! It's Ink. That is Ink." So Ink escapes, and also during the scuffle, she gets the cryo gun and destroys it, and then she fucks right off. So Batman, he goes back to the Batcave, and he immediately starts Ink prepping the place, like making sure every single spot is seal proof, because he knows that she knows where the Batcave is, and Bruce, he's trying to like encourage Terry. He's like, hey, listen, Terry, you're kind of a shitty driver, and it was late at night, and you were going pretty fast, so there's a good chance she might not be here, or might not know where this place is. And Terry's like, I'm not taking that fucking chance, dude. This is like one of my deadliest foes yet. No, thank you. Which, in Terry's defense, yeah, Ink is a fucking force to be reckoned with. Like, I think of any of the Rogues Gallery from like both Batman and Batman Beyond, I mean, Ink is fucking up there. Like, I think Blight's definitely up there, but Ink is no slouch. And the fact that he thinks that she knows where the Batcave is, like, yeah, he has every right to be wanting to be prepared. So Batman, he takes a sample off of Terry's suit because a little bit of ink got on him, and he's studying it, and he notices that she is not as stable. Like during her time being frozen, the human side of her got really badly messed up. So she can only stay in her like ink form. So, she can't go into her sexy form, which that's a bummer cuz goddamn. I mean, I get it. With that one guy, I get it. Granted, not maybe not the ink form, but like if he saw the human form and he was all goo goo gaga over her, I would get that for sure. So speaking of ink, during this time, she sneaks into the guy's apartment, the one that set her free, and he's like, "Holy shit, how the hell did you find me?" And she's like, "Well, you've been talking to me nonstop for the last few years, so yeah, or a few months." And he's like, "Oh, you heard all that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I heard and saw everything." And I'm just like, "Dude, you're so cooked." So she's like, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna chill here for a while, and I'll need your help getting myself better." He's like, "Oh my god, yeah, absolutely anything. I do want to be like you though, so if we could do that, that'd be great." And she's like, "You want to be like me? You want to be like an absolute monster?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to be with you." And she's like, "Fuck it, all right." So the two of them, they go into this laboratory where she thinks there's a compound that can help bring back like the human side of her. So they go to the compound, and Terry gets there because Batman, he's like, "Hey, she's breaking down a lot, and so she's probably going to want to see a doctor." And the only doctors in this area that would even like be remotely okay with that level of expertise are at this area. So Batman gets there, and he also has this electric batarang that can help disrupt Ink, because the freeze gun's gone. So he tries throwing it at her, and she dodges it. And a big fight commences, and as usual, or well, not as usual, just like last time, Ink is beautifully animated. Like her fight scenes are so cool, and how she utilizes her powers is so awesome. But eventually, Batman does get the better of her, and re gets the electric batarang and throws it right on top of her. But then the one dude, he uses like this giant grabbing machine and grabs the batarang and crushes it, so she's back to normal. Um, so Batman, he gets like knocked out, and the guy's like, "So are you like gonna kill him?" She's like, "No, no, 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 no. The old guy's gonna be here first." So she takes Terry to like this abandoned arena and talks into the mic, and she's like, "Hey, hey, fucker, you better show up, or I'm gonna kill this guy. All right?" So yeah, so Batman, he's on his way. Well, not Batman. Bruce, the new Batman's Terry. That's gonna get a little harder to get. I've been pretty good about that recently, but it does make sense in the context of this episode. So before he gets there, the one guy, he's like, "Hey, so I held up my end of the bargain. I want to be just like you." And she's like, "All right." And this is the part that's really fucked up. She gives him like half the dosage that she originally got. So then he turns into almost like Ink, but he retains his like human color. So he looks like a fucking, if like Mr. Fantastic and a seal had a unholy baby. Like that's what he looks like. He looks like a fucking monster. Um so she just like laughs him off, and he kind of fucks off, and then Bruce shows up in a Batman armor, but it's super advanced, and he said he can't really use it because of his heart. So he's fighting Ink and kicking butt, but unfortunately he can't really do much. What with him being fucking like 70, 80 years old. So during the fight, Terry, he gets knocked over from a stand, so he's able to escape, and then he shoots the roof on top of him because it's a glass roof and it's raining. So rain just kind of pours down on Ink, and she kind of disappears into the sewer. Um, Also, during the fight, like the one messed up guy, he kind of like attacks Ink, and they form this kind of unholy abomination. It's really well animated. It just looks so fucked. But yeah, Ink's gone, and then at the end of the episode, the one guy who's like a husk of his former self, he's getting taken care of by another girl, and she's basically treating him like he did Ink, and she's like telling him all our problems and kind of like being like, "Oh my god, you're such a good listener." And I'm like, my god, is this just a damned cycle? Like, is she gonna be the next villain who's even more fucked up, and she'll get somebody to like talk to and take care of her? Like, goddamn, dark ending. But yeah, good stuff. Ink's really good. Seeing Bruce Wayne as an 80-year-old man in a Batman outfit kicking butt, that was fun. But at the same time, Terry was the guy that saved the day, which is very important because he is the Batman in this, and I'm really glad it was Terry that was the one that had the killing blow, I guess. I feel like giving it to Bruce would have just been hollow. But yeah, like I said, good stuff. Good episode. Kind of creepy in some parts, and I don't know, just weird. I guess people do a lot of weird things for beautiful women. I mean, look at Jake from the Avatar franchise. He betrayed his whole species for some blue poon, which I get it. But yeah, rating wise, back to it. I keep getting off on these tangents. It's this heat. I swear, my mercy. I do believe I have the vapors. Okay, so rating wise, I think 4 and 1, between 4 and 1's gone because it's really good. I don't think I'd give it a 7. So I'm stuck between 5 and 6, but it was a really enjoyable episode. So I think I'll give that a 6. So yeah, good stuff. Bye bye.